It's time for Tiger Talk, heard before each Salem Lady Tiger softball game with Stan Stevens and Coach Cody Woody. Tiger Talk is being brought to you by Flying W Boutique and Looking Glass Salon with Alicia Watson, Candy Mink, and myself, Katie Carty. Now for Tiger Talk on KSML Media.
Well, the Tiger Talk, Stan Stevens, Coach Cody Woody, coach the Salem Lady Tigers, came back in an interesting way against Mountain View. The game was seesaw in the first two innings, and then the scoring kind of stopped for a little while. Salem got back on track in the fourth inning to take the lead, gave the lead away in the seventh, came back to win in the bottom of the seventh. Coach, a little less action, but still the result was a win for the Salem Lady Tigers. You will take it.
Yeah, a win's a win. You take all of them that you can get right now, so it's always good.
Unfortunately, those 4 runs in the top of the seventh inning came mostly as a result of errors, Coach, and we've talked about that before. That's one thing I know you've been trying to clean up with the Lady Tigers, and it just continues to rear its ugly head, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's hopefully it's slowly getting better. I want to feel like, but sometimes it comes up at the wrong time. It seems like.
But the Lady Tigers continue to get runs in clusters, and I think that's the most interesting thing. It's not like one run here and there. You're getting 2, 3, 4 runs in an inning, and that included both the first, second, fourth, and then in the seventh inning. And it all started with a walk, Coach, and then a hit batsman. And we always talk about walks and errors. Put those two together, that combination is usually pretty deadly, isn't it?
Yeah, we tell them we need base runners. We get on any way we can. If we hit by the pitch or just judging the strike zone or whatever we can do, pass balls, whatever we can do to get on. And then hitting is contagious, so if we see somebody hit, hopefully they just pick up the slack and keep going.
You know, Reagan DuBois just missed hitting another game-winning home run. She already did that for the cycle here a little over a week ago, and then, or about 2 weeks ago, actually, and then she came up, hit that ball off the fence in the seventh inning to drive in a couple, but then it took Raven Gillum's hit to bring in that winning run. Coach, you got to be excited about the way the girls are coming through with some big clutch hits, though, this year.
Yeah, I think we just talk about just having fun, going back to why they started playing softball when they're just little girls, and they did it because they had fun. And I think that's a big thing that they just keep on realizing. Just go out there and have fun. Whatever happens, happens, and they're just loose and free. And you can kind of see it up there at the plate. We've got a lot of runs. I think we're sitting at 176 runs scored this year. That's a big lot of runs for the amount of games we played.
Well, it really is, and I never remember the Salem Tigers having this much offense. Even when we had Camp Pryor, different girls like that. I mean, we had some big hitters before. I don't know, it'd be 4 or 5 runs, maybe 6 runs in a game, but double digits consistently, Coach, and that's something that I've never really seen on Salem Lady Tigers.
Yeah, it's a different person sometimes each game that steps up and really gets it going for us, too. So it's not just one person that's really just it's a team effort, so that's good for us too.
Right, and up and down the lineup, and we're not just talking about the top 4 or 5 hitters. You've had contributions all the way from the number 7, 8, and 9 hitters all the way to the top of the order, and it seems like your middle part of your lineup, the meat of the lineup, 3, 4, and 5, have really come through with a lot of RBIs, especially in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, they step up big there. That's a big key for us to try to get it back to them with runners on scoring position.
So the big win over Mountain View and another SCA game tonight against the Lady Panthers of Mountain Grove. Coach, what do we expect to see out of the Mountain Grove Lady Panthers?
I think they're going to become fundamentally sound. I think they play pretty well. I think I don't know much about them, but I think if we come and play our game, put some runs up and take care of fielding woes, and we should have a pretty good shot.
You know, we were talking a little bit earlier, the field is still a little bit wet from the weekend rains, and we might be getting a few sprinkles off and on during the game, and that could make conditions a little bit slippery out there, couldn't it?
Yeah, that's the outfield it's got some definite wet spots out in it, and it could contribute to some extra bases that may be out there.
And then after today's game, you got the Salem Softball Classic that starts tomorrow, Coach, and it does go into Saturday, if I'm not mistaken, and that will be a good turnaround for the girls as well this weekend.
Yeah, there's a chance to play, I think, 4 games in the 2 days. So we could have if we get all of our games in, there's a good chance we play 6 games this week. That's a lot of games.
It's a lot of games, Coach. Well, we wish you the very best of luck tonight against the Lady Panthers of Mountain Grove. Good luck, Coach.
Appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, sir. Stay tuned. Lady Tiger softball. It is next.
Thank you, Stan. That has been Tiger Talk with Coach Cody Woody, brought to you as a courtesy of Looking Glass Salon and Flying W Boutique. Now stay tuned. Salem Lady Tiger softball is next.
Hi, I'm Susie Cahill, Director of Healthy Dent County Fitness Center. Are you looking for a place to begin your journey to better health? Come inside. Never in my life have I been in another atmosphere where everyone was so friendly and eager to help others. It's not just the staff, it's the members. They're so passionate about what they do and so excited to help you. If you're ready to begin your journey to better health, come by and see us.
Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center in Salem is here for all of your veterinary needs. From your house cat to a herd of cattle, Dr. Cunningham and her expert staff are here to help. Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center is committed to providing your animals with the highest level of care and support. Schedule an appointment today for checkups, boarding, surgery, supplies, or even 24/7 emergency services for established clients. Stop by or call in today and get the veterinary care that your pets deserve.
Welcome to this KSMO media broadcast of Salem Lady Tiger softball. Today's game is brought to you by Town and Country Insurance, Tax Masters, Southwest Baptist University, Terrell Complete Auto Care, Edward Jones, Duncan Family Chiropractic, State Farm Insurance, Salem Trust Manufacturing, Progressive Ozark Bank, Stephen Patterson Attorney at Law, Riverways Federal Credit Union, K&H Auto Supply, Farm Bureau Insurance, Country Mart, Bank of Salem, Napa Mooney, Auto Supply, Your World Today, Town Screen, New Life Auto, Salem License Bureau, Legends Automotive, Healthy Dent County Prevention Coalition, On the Spot Auto Glass, Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center, Jet Tire and Auto, The Technology Junkyard, American Family Insurance, United Country Real Estate, Southtown Furniture, Healthy Dent County, Ozark Overhead Door, Hubs Tire Center, Looking Glass Salon, Flying W Boutique, and Discount Bins. Thanks to those fine sponsors, we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events right here on KSMO Media.
Batting fifth, shortstop, number 4, Raven Gillum. Batting sixth, third baseman, number 12, Izzy Thomas. Batting seventh, playing second base, allegedly her sister, number 8, Shaylee Thomas. Batting eighth.
And welcome to Salem City Park for Salem Lady Tiger softball on this Thursday afternoon. And we hope you're going to enjoy the day. It's a little bit overcast, but every now and then a little peak of sunshine comes through. Field's in pretty good shape. As we heard, though, in Tiger Talk, there are a few spots out in the outfield a little bit on the soggy side. So we're going to have a little issue with that. Could be a little bit of issue with that if there should be a little pop-up shower or two. Salem Tigers taking the Mountain Grove Lady Panthers. And we're about ready for our national anthem. So we're going to take a 90-second break and come back. Tigers softball on KSMO Media.
Progressive Ozark Bank is proud to announce a better way to manage your debit card fraud alerts. Instead of a phone call, customers will receive a message on their text-enabled numbers if there is a concern on a debit card transaction. It's fast and easy. Want to find out how you can get fraud text alerts on your phone? Drop by or call Progressive Ozark Bank for more information. Progressive Ozark Bank, FDIC insured, where people matter.
Every project is different, which is why Salem Truss uses modern engineering software to design, then construct quality trusses for your home, barn, or business. The size of the job doesn't matter, but the quality of the work does, which is why Salem Truss will deliver their trusses anywhere. Proud to support the Salem community, they're open Monday through Thursday from 7:30 to 4:30 and Friday from 7:30 until 11. For more information, call Salem Truss at 729-9276.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student.
It'll be Elena Norris on the hill for the Salem Lady Tigers. To start things out, should be caught by Reagan DuBois. Around the infield, it'll be Alexis White at first base, Shadley Thomas at second, Izzy Thomas at third base, and at shortstop, Raven Gillum. And left field, Olivia Pettigrew. Right field, it will be today Emma Purcell, and in center field, Taylor Fulton. First off, before we get started, I want to thank our ladies at Flying W Boutique and Look Glass Salon for sponsoring our Tiger Talk. Stop by and see Alicia, Candy, or Katie 101 West 4th Street in downtown Salem. And our intro to Salem Tiger Softball, brought to you by United Country Salem Realty for sponsoring our intro to that Salem Tiger game. Yvette Wells is the broker owner. Call her or the staff at 573-729-3148 or stop by 605 South Main Street. That starting lineup, by the way, was brought to you by your friends at Your World Today. Our score bug at the bottom of the page, if you are video streaming with us, bottom of the screen, I should say, that Ben flashes the bases for you. That is brought to you by Zane at Garage, with a garage door opening and a closing business called Ozark Overhead Door. Repairs, preventive maintenance, or installation, he can do it all. 314-243-9341. And our instant replays brought to you by Hubs Tire Center, a three-generation family-owned business in Salem at 801 South Main, 729-5800 for all your tire needs. Hubs Tire Center. First pitch is looped into left center field for a base hit, and Pettigrew overran it, and the ball goes by her, and that's going to end up being a double. She never touched it. The ball might have taken a little bit of a right turn on her. And we're going to call that a leadoff double for Stella Benson, who stepped in, took the first pitch from Norris. It was a changeup, and she lined it in the left center. As Pettigrew came over to get that ball hit and just kind of plunked and then trickled to the right of the left fielder. And Chloe Slagle will stand in and swing and a miss on a high fastball. Mountain Grove comes in with a 6-5 record. They're 2-3 in the SCA. Salem with a 9-7 record, and they're 2-3 in the SCA. Pitch comes home, swing and a miss. Good fastball in the outside corner. DuBois gets that ball back to Norris very quickly to try and avoid any of the rundowns that girls in softball like to try and force. In at third and first as the pitch comes home to Slagle outside with a fastball. Now trying to go to third base. Norris wasn't paying attention. Got the ball back, or somebody on the infield did not yell out. And it'll be a stolen base for Benson. That's the purpose of getting the ball back to the pitcher. And somebody has got to let her know that that runner is moving. Did not happen, and so Benson steals third. The 1-2, a fastball high. So Benson is third base now after a kind of a coroning bounce double. Timed that just right. And caught the Tigers napping. The pitch comes in. That's high. Ball three. From an 0-2 count to 3-2 count to Chloe Slagle. She'll be playing left field today. Peyton O'Connor waits on deck. Elena Norris gets back up on the hill, looks in. The sign from DuBois, the pitch, a swing and a miss. Struck her out. Took a little something off that one. And Slagle out in front. Strikes out. And Peyton O'Connor will stand in. She's playing first base today. Connor, right-handed batter. Leans out over the plate as the first pitch comes home from Norris. Inside. Ball one. Top of the inning brought to you by Jonah Schaefer, your local American family insurance agent. Remember, there's discounts for being a senior or even bundling. Call Jonah, 573-5156. 729-5156. Jonah Schaefer, your local American family insurance agent. Next pitch on the inside corner makes it 1-1 to Peyton O'Connor. Norris is ready. Here comes. And a little pop fly off the fist. And going back, making that catch is Gillum at the edge of the infield dirt. Two down. and Landry Golden will stand in. Golden playing for third base today. Batting from the right side, runner third base, that's Benson. 2 down. Pitch comes home from Norris. Fastball outside, ball 1. Straight away in the outfield for Golden. She's got a little pop. Pettigrew playing normal depth. Fulton a step or two deeper in center. Norris looks to sign the pitch. Comes in up tight, right underneath the armpits of Landry Golden. She takes a big deep breath and gets back in. 2-0 to count. Runner third base, 2 down. Big pop out by O'Connor with that runner there, and a hope foul backing out of play as Norris brought that one in on her fists. That's what Norris did to O'Connor. She popped it up to Gillum, keeping Benson at third base. Golden back in. 2-1 to count. 2 down. Top of the first inning. The stretch, the pitch. Oh, real good pitch. Just a little bit low. Well, that didn't miss by much. Right on the inside corner. Du Bois wanted that, did not get the call. Gabriella Miller is on deck if Golden can keep it going. 2 out, first inning, runner third, the pitch. That's on the outside corner for a strike. 3-2 the count. Top of the first inning here to Salem City Park. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast on KSMO Media. Norris brings it, and line drive in a right center field. That ball's well hit, and that ball is to the fence. Run scores, Golden on her way to second base, and she's in with a stand-up RBI double. Ball was up, and Golden ripped it into right center. Benson walked home from third base, and that's 1-0 Mountain Grove. Norris, I'm sure, would like to have that 2-2 or 2-1 pitch back. That was called ball 3. That ball was a really good pitch on the inside corner, but the umpire said it was just a smidge low. So the RBI double by Golden makes it 1-0 Mountain Grove. Miller stands in from the right side, takes that one a little bit low. Straight away for Miller. Golden at second base. The pitch comes home. That's in for a strike. Took a little something off. Norris, a left-hander, just a freshman. Takes a deep breath and gets back up on the mound. Wind blowing directly in. The pitch comes home and it'll pop fly in the left center field. That might fall. Fulton on the run. Can't get it. Goes off her glove and Pettigrew gets it back in, but the run scores on a little single off the fist by Miller in the left center field. That'll be an RBI to make it 2-0. Fulton came in, dove, got it the ball right off the tip edge of the glove, but couldn't hang on. And that'll be an RBI single for Miller. Sophie Peterson will stand in, their center fielder. Peterson with that bat cocked right by her ear. Runner trying to get Du Bois' attention. Mountain Grove in their black pants with their black, gray, and burgundy phase uniform with the black helmets for the most part. Most of them have gray helmets as well. There's a tap foul down the third base side. 1-1 to count. 2 down. 2 runs in for Mountain Grove. Just underway here, Salem City Park. The boys are at home today taking on Mountain View. That game's going on right now. Pitch comes home. Line drive into left field. Pettigrew can't get it. That ball's going to go to the fence. Here comes the run trying to score. She will to make it 3-0. And the throw comes back into Norris on the double by Peterson. She went down and got that one and put it all the way to the fence. That ball shot past Pettigrew as she tried to get over there, and an RBI double by Peterson, and it's 3-0. All the damage here coming with 2 out after the leadoff double. 3 doubles in this inning by Mountain Grove. Lila Golden stands in, and that pitch hit her. The Golden is hit by the pitch. And Aubrey Gurla will stand in. Gurla doing the catching today. So Elena Norris gave up a leadoff double. Benson was at third base, got the next two, but then has surrendered 2 doubles, a single, and hit a batter. Gurla waits, the pitch comes in, a swing and a miss. Good fastball inside. Gurla tried to get those hands out in front, but could not. Ball tied her up. Marie Schober, their right fielder, is on deck. Golden, by the way, is their designated player. She's at first base. That pitch, swing and a miss, a late swing. Quickly 0-2. 3-0 Lady Panthers. As Norris gets the sign ready, brings it, and a foul straight back. Good fastball away. And Gurla fouled it off to stay alive. Right-handed batter, Aubrey Gurla. Has an open stance, leans out over the plate. Norris the sign, ready. 2-on-2 out, the pitch. Strike call outside corner. And that retires the side. Second strikeout, but 3 runs on a total of 4 hits. There was no errors, and there was 2 girls left. We have now played 1/2 of an inning. It's Mountain Grove 3, Salem coming to bat. Back in a minute, it's Tiger Softball on KSMO Media.
Southtown Furniture. Southtown, where the bargains are. We've got everything from furniture to appliances. Quality floor covering. We won't be undersold, you'll see. To you, that is our guarantee. Southtown Furniture, where the bargains are.
It's officially home buying season and the market is heating up. Buying a home is a huge decision and where to get your home loan is just as important. Don't buy your home without checking into Riverways Federal Credit Union's great rates and service. Riverways is not for profit and has more ways to say yes, and you can apply in less than 5 minutes. Need a pre-approval to help seal the deal? We've got you covered. Get started at Riverways FCU today. Riverways Federal Credit Union, located in Rolla, Salem, and Cuba.
We welcome you back to the Salem City Park. I'd like to thank our great sponsors that make it possible for us to bring you Lady Tiger Softball, Salem Tiger Baseball, like Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center. Dr. Ashley Cunningham, she's a fantastic vet, taking care of not only your pets, but also the livestock to boot. If you need some assistance, get in touch with Dr. Ashley Cunningham at 573-729-4031 or drop by 900 West City Grove Boulevard. Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center, Incorporated, proud to support your Salem Tigers. To the bottom of the first we go. Let's see what the Tigers can do offensively here. Some key 2-out hits by the Lady Panthers. One missed strike call really did in Elena Norris. And Landry Golden turned that into a double, and then Gabriella Miller followed with a sharp single. And there's a pop fly in the right center field, right to the very edge of the grass and the infield dirt, caught there by the second baseman, who is Gabriella Miller. So first pitch pop out.
Number 13, Alexis White.
So White will stand in. Hannah down and throws it. Gets a swing and a miss by White. Looked like she threw a changeup to Fulton, who got underneath it. Alexis playing first base today. The pitch comes in way high and outside. Dowden, just a freshman as well. A right-hander. Back on the hill, brings it home. Swing and a miss. A good, nice off-speed pitch. Took a little something off, had Alexis out in front. Reagan Du Bois stands in next. Straight away for the Tiger hitter. The pitch comes home. Inside corner for strike 3. White took it. Ball was right at the black of the inside edge. And White called out on strikes, and Reagan Du Bois will stand in. Quickly 2 down here in the bottom of the first inning. Du Bois swings and misses. And again, that changeup. This girl's changeup really has gotten the Salem Lady Tigers off balance here early on in this game. Pitch coming to Du Bois and a high foul off to the left side. Got out in front. Left fielder plays Du Bois to pull. They give left center field and the right field line. Down ready in the 0-2, comes home and a grounder just foul. Down the third base line. They'll do it again, chasing that ball down in left field is Chloe Slagle. I mean, Slagle, when I say playing down the line, she's 8 feet off the line, deep down in the corner. Down ready, brings it, and another foul. That went to the Salem Tiger dugout. Ball was right in on her hands, and Reagan got the bat out in front. So it's still 0-2. 2 down here, bottom of the first. Big hole in left center and down that right field line. Pitch comes home. Smash foul again down the left field line. Reagan's making Dowden work here. Two down. We're in the bottom of the first inning. Pitch comes home from Dowden. Took a real slow change up there. Du Bois waited. That ball was just inside. 1-2. And a down ready. Next one comes home. Fastball and a foul back off across the creek again. Reagan Du Bois is a foul ball machine right now. Right-handed batter waits. Pitch comes home and a foul straight back this time. Ball right in on her hands. Good cut by Reagan. Signed by Gerla. Down ready, brings it. A smash off the glove to third baseman. Picks it up, throws to first, too late. What a blast by Du Bois off the glove of Golden at third base. It'll be an infield single. That ball was ripped. Had she gotten that ball up in the air, it'd have been way out of here. That ball was a line drive. Golden got the glove on it. Couldn't hang on to it, had to chase it down. By that time, Reagan had reached first base. Landor stands in. Pitch comes in, a high fly ball to deep right. That one has a chance. That ball is off the fence. Here comes Du Bois. She's going to score. Norris will pull up at second base with a double. An RBI double for the Lady Tigers, who got it all started with 2 out.
The Lady Tigers, shortstop, number 4.
Raven Gillum will stand in. Kennedy Wallace will go run for Elena Norris. That ball missed being out of here by about 5 feet. Ball went up about a third of the way on the fence. With the right fielder, Schober, playing in. No chance she was going to catch it. It was just if it was hit hard enough. And it just fell short. 3-1 Mountain Grove as Gillum gets in. Izzy Thomas on deck. Should try and make it a 1-run game as Wallace now decides to go to third base. The throw there is safe. Ball went off the glove of the catcher. And that'll be a pass ball, allowing Kennedy Wallace, who is wise, to go to third base as the catcher dropped the ball and then kind of nonchalantly reached back for it, and Kennedy took off. Pitch to Gillum, swing and a miss, 1-1. They leave a lot of room up the middle as the shortstop's pulled over to pull. That's Benson. Pitch comes to Gillum. Foul straight back, and it's 1-2. Mountain Grove. They will have Schober and then Benson and Slagle back up in the second inning. What will the score be? Wallace at third base, 2 down, the pitch to Gillum. Line, pop fly on the infield and caught there by Golden. Got underneath that one, and good pitch by Dowden. Had Gillum just underneath it, and she popped it up. But 1 run on a total of 2 hits, no errors, 1 girl left. We've now played a total of 1 inning. It's 3-1 Mountain Grove. We'll come back in a minute. It's Tiger softball on KSMO Media.
Your legacy. Protect it, prosper, and pass it on. Stephen Patterson, attorney at law, specializes in real estate planning, probate, family law, and business law. A Salem native, Stephen Patterson provides comprehensive representation to clients throughout southern Missouri. If you need assistance, contact Stephen Patterson, attorney at law, at 573-453-2529.
For surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Cameron Irway in Salem today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
To the top of the second we go. It'll be Marie Schober, and then Stella Benson and Chloe Slagle. Top of the inning brought to you by Jonah Schaefer, your local American Family Insurance agent. Remember, if you're a first-time home buyer, they have a guide that'll help you with the questions you didn't even know you needed to ask. Talk to Jonah, 1104 South Main Street. Jonah Schaefer, your local American Family Insurance agent. Foul back on the first pitch to Marie Schober. I'd like to thank our great sponsors that make it possible to bring you Tiger softball and baseball, like Legends Auto, 500 West Scenic Ridge Boulevard. Get ready for the upcoming Memorial Day holiday as well as graduation by getting your vehicle checked out at Legends Auto. They're located 500 West Scenic Ridge Boulevard. That's at the corner of 3272 and MacArthur in Salem, or call 573-729-2884. Legends Auto, proud to support your Salem Tigers. Norris back on the hill, 0-2 count to Schober as she gets the sign from Du Bois, brings it and strikes her out. Third strikeout of the day for Norris, and standing in will be Benson. Benson doubled to left center field on a ball that fell, a little pop fly, and then kind of took a quick right turn on right fielder Olivia Pettigrew and allowed Benson to reach second. 1 out. Right-handed batter waits. The pitch comes in a little bit high with an off-speed pitch. 1-0 to count. We're in the second inning here at Salem City Park. 3-1. Mountain Grove on top. 1 down. Izzy Thomas in at third base. Whitey with the bag at third. Pitch coming to Benson. On the way. A little pop fly down the third base line. Over is Thomas. She's got it. Trying to gauge the spin on that ball, and she did a good job. The pop out makes the second out of the inning, and Chloe Slagle will stand in. Benson got fooled, and Thomas made the good catch. Chloe Slagle will stand in. She struck out her first time up. Chokes up on that bat about 1.5 inches or so as Norris is ready. Here comes the pitch. Fastball inside corner, swing and a miss. Strike 1. That ball kept darting in on Slagle. Lefty kind of turned that one over a little bit on this partly cloudy sky day. The 0-1, and a little pop fly in the infield, and it's going to be foul, and no one can get to it. Ball was not hit high enough. Quickly 0-2. In the second inning for Salem, it'll be Izzy Thomas, Shaylee Thomas, and Kenzie Radford, and Olivia Pettigrew, if anybody gets on. We're in the top of the second inning, 3-1 Mountain Grove. The pitch coming to Slagle, outside, ball 1. Norris, the lefty, goes back to the back of the pitching circle, gets back up on the hill, looks in. Du Bois has a sign, brings it. A little pop fly in the short center field. Coming on is Fulton, but she can't get there. And that'll be a off the fist base hit. So a lot of off the fist hits today for Mountain Grove, about 3 of them that have just been blooped in. Miller got one just in front of Fulton back in the first inning. Pitch comes home. That's a strike to O'Connor. O'Connor popped out her first time. The sign. Now here is the pitch and a line drive base hit left field. Bettiger knocks it down and gets it back in, throws it off line to third base. Ball probably a little wet. Ball in on O'Connor, and she turned on it and lined it in the left. And now Landry Golden, who doubled to right center field. Back in the first inning to drive in a run. Stands in. She's the third baseman. Right-handed batter. The pitch coming from Norris. High and outside, ball one. A Schlegel with a little pop fly that fell in center field. O'Connor jammed, but able to get that ball in the left field. Both with two out. Golden waits. The pitch comes home. Gounder off the foot of the hitter. Golden pulled that one right off her left foot. That's 1-1. We're in the top of the second inning, 3-1. Mountain Grove with 3 doubles back in the first inning. Norris looks in. He gets the sign from Du Bois. And the 1-1 to Golden. A little bit high. 2-1. Norris trying to keep it right here. Miller waits on deck if Golden can keep it going. 2-1, the pitch comes home. Just inside, ball 3, and I don't think Reagan Du Bois agreed. She walked out, shakes her head a little bit, threw the ball back to Norris. Looked like a pretty good pitch, but did not get the call. 3-1 to count. Golden waits. Takes that one for a strike right at the letters. And now Du Bois throws it down to third as Schlegel is trying to dare her.
Just run right at her, baby doll. Run right at her. Go catch her in the middle.
3-2 to count. 2 down. This is the pitch Golden took to right center the last time. The pitch comes home, and a line drive foul down the third base line. Just foul. Golden with an RBI double back in the first inning. Right-handed batter waits, gets back in, looks around. Now Norris is ready, brings it, and a line drive, that's foul. Same place. But that one might have been hit a little bit harder. Got out in front. Looked like Norris took a little something off to try and get Golden out in front. She did exactly that, but she crushed it. First and second, 2 down. Landry Golden at the plate. The 3-2 pitch on the way. Here comes. Ball 4 high. First walk of the day. And Gabriella Miller will stand in. Miller hit a little pop fly that fell in center field. She's playing second base today. Bases loaded. All started with 2 out. 2 singles and a walk. And here comes the pitch from Norris. That's a strike. Schlegel comes daringly down the third base line, but Du Bois showed her back to for third base. Miller at the plate waits. Norris brings it. Strike 2 on the outside corner. Really good fastball there. Well placed on the edge. Bases loaded, 2 down. Elena Norris back to the rubber. Looks in, ready. Pitch comes home, and a swing and a tap foul at the plate. Salem Lady Tigers will have their softball classic starting tomorrow. We'll give you some details we go along here today on that. In the meantime, the 0-2 pitch from Norris comes home and a grounder towards third. Thomas knocks it down, has no play. No play, and then throws it to first base. And that'll be an error. E5, and that allows the run to score to make it 4-1. Norris got the ground ball she wanted. Can't win off Thomas's glove. The only basic play she really had might have been second base, but that would have been wishful thinking as well. And there's a swing and a miss. Good fastball. Sophie Peterson doubled her last time up. Peterson doubled in the left center field on a line drive that hit the grass and just took off. Sailed past Olivia Bettigrew. Ball was well hit. Pitch comes in. That's just a little bit low, 1-1. Two down here in the top of the second inning. A run is in, making it 4-1 Mountain Grove. Norris looks in, ready, brings it. That's high and tight. 2-1 to count. Second inning action. Strikeout of Schober, a pop out of Benson. Then Slago got a little pop fly single. O'Connor got a hit, a walk, and then an error. Pitch, strike on the outside corner, and it's 1-2. Nicely done, or 2-2, excuse me. Tigers stay straight away for this hitter, Sophie Peterson. She's the center fielder for Mountain Grove, and the 2-2 comes home outside. Ball 3. Peterson gets back in. Right-handed batter with a slightly open stance, actually a fairly open stance, but she steps into the ball. And the 3-2 pitch from Norris comes home, and a high foul off to the right side, up to the parking lot, and that will jettison over the vehicles out that way. 3-2 to count, 2 down. We're in the top of the second inning, 4-1 Mountain Grove. The pitch comes home, and a high fly ball to center. Fulton goes back, and she drops the ball. She dropped the ball. 2 runs are going to score. A third run is going to score, and that makes it 7-1. Taylor Fulton got there and reached up and promptly dropped the ball. 2 errors in this inning have cost the Salem Tigers 4 runs. Ball was hit high in the right center field. Taylor did everything right, got to it, and then just watched the ball go off her glove. And with 2 down, everybody was running, and they all came around to score, and Peterson will end up at second base. 7-1, 4 runs here in this second inning, all with 2 out. Lila Golden will stand in. She was hit by a pitch back in the first inning. So Peterson at second base. Golden waits on the right side as Norris trying to shake that off. Brings it home. That's fastball's high. Tigers got a run in the bottom of the first, but they're going to need a lot more. Down now by 6 here in the top of the second inning. Norris ready, brings it. That pitch to strike, 1-1. 2 down. Mountain Grove Lady Panthers. 2 hits in this inning. He had 4 back in the first. The pitch comes in. A nice pitch down low, and Golden swung over that one. 1-2, a little off-speed pitch. Got her out in front. Gerla Aubrey's on deck. Seven girls have batted. This is the 8th girl. And Golden takes it high, goes off the glove of Du Bois, and Peterson will go down to third base. Ball was high, and Reagan tried to snare it. Ball ended up going off the edge of her glove. 2-2 to count, 2 down, runner at third. 4 runs in here in the second inning. All unearned runs on 2 errors. The pitch comes home. Swing and a foul tip held onto by Du Bois, and that retires the side. 2 strikeouts to start and to finish the inning, but in between, 2 singles, a walk, and 2 errors cost the Tigers 4 runs. As they get 4 runs, they do so on 2 hits, 2 errors, and 1 girl left. None of those runs earned in that second inning, but they all count on the scoreboard. 7-1, Mountain Grove. Will come back in a minute. It's Lady Tiger Softball on KSMO Media.
With tax season fast approaching, you might have some questions that you need answered. If so, give the Tax Masters a call. They have over 40 years of experience and can handle all types of accounting services plus certified e-filing. Don't ever let yourself be a slave to the IRS. Come and see Jackie or Beth at Tax Masters, located at 107 West 4th Street here in Salem, or call 729-3001.
This is Mike Elliott from Town & Country Insurance. As an independent agent, we shop many different companies, allowing us to find the best value for our clients. Town & Country Insurance has been serving South Central Missouri since 1963. We have offices in Salem, Rolla, Licking, and Mountain Grove, and would welcome an opportunity to show you what we can do for you. Stop by 400 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard, located inside the Town & Country Bank, or you can call our office at 729-6624.
We go to the bottom of the second inning. Bottom of the inning brought to you by your friends at Farm Bureau Insurance. Willie Strader, your agent there. He can assist you with all kinds of insurance. Just talk to Willie, 573-729-4941. Willie Strader, your American Family Insurance agent in Salem. Want to thank New Life Auto, 583 Highway 68 in Salem, for being a proud supporter of your Salem Tigers. Put new life into your vehicle by seeing your friends at New Life Auto, or give them a call, 573-453-2757. New Life Auto, proud to support your Lady Tigers. Izzy Thomas takes a strike to start this second inning off. Tigers need some hits. Swing and a miss. Quickly 0-2. Shaylee Thomas on deck. Hannah Dowden really changing speeds very well here today for Mountain Grove. Pitch comes home to Thomas. That ball straight change. Barely made it to the plate. 1-2 to count. Nobody out. We're in the bottom of the second inning. 7-1 Mountain Grove. Izzy Thomas waits. The pitch comes home and a grounder off her foot. That'll be a foul ball. Izzy grabs the bat, heads back to the batter's box. Don't forget boys baseball going on right now. They're up at the high school baseball field complex, and a swing and a miss. Thomas down on strike, second strikeout for Dowden. So the boys are taking on Mountain View Liberty Eagles today. The boys will be at Plato tomorrow, weather permitting. 4:30 will not carry that game on KSMO Media due to prior engagements. Also tomorrow is the Salem Softball Classic. That's here both Friday and Saturday. I mentioned I would give you some details on that. Salem will be playing on Friday at 3:15, and then again on Saturday morning at 9 o'clock, and then around 2 o'clock on Saturday they'll play Steelville. So Salem will play Plato tomorrow afternoon, 3:15, Licking at 9 o'clock in the morning Saturday, and then Steelville at 2 o'clock in the morning or 2 o'clock in the afternoon on Saturday. A pitch in for a strike. 1-2 now. So again, blue field and the red field will be the action. 8 teams in the tournament. And again, it starts 3:15 tomorrow with Salem taking on Plato. Swing and a miss. Down on strikes goes Shaylee Thomas, third strikeout. And Kenzie Radford will stand in. So in the Salem Softball Classic at the Salem City Park, Ava, Plato, Bourbon, Licking, Mountain Grove, Steelville, Potosi, and Salem. And that all gets underway tomorrow afternoon. There's a smash foul as Radford got out in front. Closing in on district play. Gonna get here before you know it. Kenzie Radford with 2 out. Takes a strike. Quickly 0-2. Olivia Bettigrew is the 9th girl to bat in the order. Radford waits,
Dowden Pritz snares ground ball towards second. Fielded there and by Miller, and she throws her out. 4-3 on the put out. Down in order go to Salem Tigers. 1-2-3. We play 2 full innings. 7-1 Mountain Grove. Back in a minute. Tiger baseball and Tiger softball, both on KSMO Media.
Terrell Complete Auto Care is a full-service auto repair center in Salem. They offer full-service oil changes as well as $2 discounts on Tuesdays for all ladies, and Wednesday is Senior Citizen Day. Plus, Terrell Complete Auto Care can take care of all your auto and diesel repair needs. They offer free pickup and delivery in town. James and Sheena and the staff of Terrell Complete Auto Care are proud to support the Salem Tigers.
It's only because of our incredible sponsors we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events. A couple of those sponsors include Discount Bins in Salem. Discount Bins has truckloads of new merchandise each week, and the prices drop every day until they're gone. Jet Tire and Auto, Salem's only licensed Lucas Oil Service Center. Drive in today at 800 South Park Avenue right here in Salem. Thanks to these fine sponsors, we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events.
Hey, we used to do that with softball and volleyball. All right, welcome back. We are at the top of the third inning. That top of the third brought to you as a courtesy of your friends at American Family Insurance. Your agent, Jonas Schaefer. 1104 South Main Street. Drop on by and see him, Jonas Schaefer, American Family Insurance. A foul ball off the foot of Aubrey Gurla. Gurla's their catcher. She's used to getting them off the foot. We're in the third inning. 8 girls went to bat in that second inning, and 4 runs scored. Gurla waits, a pitch and a foul off to the right side. Salem License Office is proud to support your Salem Lady Tigers, 1104 South Main Street. You can call them 573-729-8305 to find out more about that real ID, which will be real come May 7th. You better check it out. Salem License Office. Just a little high with a fastball. Gurla took it. 2-2 to count. She's leading off the third inning. 7-1 Mountain Grove. 4 of those runs unearned. Pitch comes home. Pop fly. Can DuBois get to it? And does she hold on to it? Yes, she does. She got the ball, collided with the fence, held on to it, and the first out is recorded. Good job by DuBois. Ball coming right back over the fence like that. It's a tough play. But she got there, made it up against the fence, and the first out is recorded. Marie Schober is in, the bat right-handed. She is the right fielder today. Norris throws it inside and high. Thomas cheating in at third base, looking for the bunt. Schober struck out her first time up. Norris ready. Brings this one home. And low and in. 2-0 to count. We're in the third inning. Benson waits on deck. 1 out here in the third. Schober looks in, ready. And then pitch from Norris is a little bit high. It's 3-0. Schober, right-handed batter, stands right at the edge of the plate. The 3-0 count. And a pitch from Norris, that's a strike. Izzy Thomas cheating in quickly. Thinking about a possible push bunt. 3-1 pitch comes home, and a little bunt attempt was fouled off the foot of the hitter. Kind of like a check swing. Didn't want to hit it hard, just tried to trickle it down towards Thomas and try and beat it out. Just kind of a little slap hit. And the 3-2 pitch to Schober. A little bit high, ball 4. That is the second walk given up. Norris has hit a girl as well. And the top of the order, Stella Benson, who doubled the left center and popped out to third base. Stands in. Right-handed batter. She cheats, or I should say she chokes up on that bat about 2 inches, and a pitch hitter. She is hit in the arm on an inside pitch. And Chloe Slagle will stand in. She struck out her first time and then singled with 2 out to start the rally in the second inning. A single, a soft line drive, but they all count. Pitch comes home. Little line drive towards Thomas. Nobody at shortstop. Gillum couldn't get over there in time. The ball was not hit very high, and the first out recorded for Peyton O'Connor. She popped out to short, and she also singled to left off the fist. So she's 1 for 2. Pitch comes to her, and that's just a little bit high. And the out was recorded at second base, I believe, as the runner led off too early. So the out recorded at second ends the inning. No runs, no hits, 2 walks, 2 left. We've now played 2.5, and we go to the bottom of the third inning. Our score, Mountain Grove 7, Salem 1. Back in a minute. It's Tiger Softball on KSMO Media.
Welcome to Salem, Missouri, where the charm of the past meets the beauty of the Ozarks. At United Country Real Estate, we're proud to serve the heart of southern Missouri, connecting buyers and sellers across Dent, Phelps, Texas, and surrounding counties. Whether you're looking for a country home, historic property, or recreational land, our local experts live the lifestyle they sell. Contact us today at 573-729-3148 and discover the perfect place to live, work, and play with United Country Real Estate in Salem, Missouri.
Sorry, Dad.
Sure, you could get him a new car. You could also light a pile of money on fire. Because as long as Mr. It wasn't my fault takes the wheel on occasion, maintaining this car is your best option. So keep it running longer, stronger, with quality parts and a whole lot of Napa know-how.
Dad, where are you going?
And welcome back to the Salem City Park. So the out recorded second base for taking an illegal leadoff. In softball, you cannot leave until the ball crosses home plate. And the umpire, in his estimation, said the runner was out before that. Therefore, she's out. That ended the inning. 6 unassisted is usually the way that's recorded. And so we go to the bottom of the third inning. Bottom of the inning brought to you by Willie Strader of Farm Bureau Insurance, 729-4941. Remember, when life's little happenings happen, make sure you got the insurance to take care of you. Get in touch with Willie at 1414 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem. Pitch to Pettigrew comes in, a little bit low, ball 1. Hannah Dowden has pitched well. Tigers have a run on a couple of hits. That pitch a little bit low and outside to Pettigrew, right-handed batter. Playing left field today. She gets back in. Pitch comes to her, swing and a miss. Long swing by Pettigrew on that pitch. 2-1 to count. We're at the Salem City Park. Glad to have you aboard. 7-1 Mountain Grove, and there's a pop-up fouling out of play. I'd like to thank our friends at On the Spot Auto Glass for being a proud supporter of your Salem Tigers. Remember, On the Spot Auto Glass does what they say they do in their title. They change out your auto glass on the spot. Check them out on Facebook or call 573-247-3608. On the Spot Auto Glass. Line drive, and that's a base hit into right center field. Pettigrew singles to right. Leadoff single for the Lady Tigers, and Taylor Fulton will stand in. Taylor popped out to the second baseman. Gabriella Miller back in the first inning to lead things off. She waits the pitch outside high, throw to first, not in time, as Pettigrew back easily. Remember, Salem Softball Classic here tomorrow and Saturday. First game of the day is Salem and Plato, 3:15. That's tomorrow afternoon. We'll not cover any of those games here on KSMO Media. Also, the boys will be at Plato tomorrow. That's all weather permitting, by the way. And, of course, we will not be doing that one due to a prior commitment. They scheduled that Friday game in, and we'd already made arrangements to do other things. Therefore, sorry, but that game will not be on KSMO. Off-speed pitch a little bit low. Good change up there, but it's 2-1. From the stretch, here comes the pitch, a little bit high, and it's 3-1. Working from the full windup, that pitch comes in, a chopper down the third base line. Taken there, throw by Golden to second base is just in time to get Pettigrew. She didn't slide, and that might have helped her if she went in the bag a little harder, but she pulled up, and she is forced out at second base. 5-4 on the putout. Lexus White will stand in. Pitch comes in, a little chopper towards short. Coming in there is Benson. Throw to second is in time to force out Fulton. Another fielder's choice. 6-4 on that put out. Our next contest will be on Monday when the Salem Tigers boys baseball team hosts Mountain Grove. White gets back to first base on a pitch low to Du Bois. So leadoff single by Pettigrew and then force outs by Fulton and White. 2 out now in the third inning, 7-1 Mountain Grove. Hannah Dowden has kept the Salem Tigers off their hitting shoots. And there's a major league fly ball to left. And Schlegel has it to retire the side. No runs, a hit, no errors, one left. We've now played a full 3 innings. It is 7-1 Mountain Grove, excuse me about that. And we'll come back in 1 minute with the top of the 4th inning. It is 7-1 Mountain Grove. It's Tiger Baseball and Tiger Softball on KSMO Media.
It's only because of our incredible sponsors that we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events. Some of these sponsors include Looking Glass Salon, Candy Mink and Katie Carty, On the Spot Auto Glass, Hubs Tire Center, Ozark Overhead Door, The Technology Junkyard, Legends Automotive LLC, Flying W Boutique, Salem License Bureau, and New Life Auto. Be sure to thank these sponsors for bringing you Salem Tiger sports and community events.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because when you feel totally protected, you're free to enjoy your dreams. Bundle auto, home, and life and save up to 25%. American Family Insurance.
Yeah. Welcome back, Salem City Park. Top of the inning brought to you by Jonas Schaefer, your local American Family Insurance agent. Remember, if you have any questions about the right types of insurance for you or whether you got the right coverage, make sure that you check out your assets, be it your cars or your home or other furniture, maybe even renter's insurance. You want to make sure you got the right coverage. Get in touch with Jonah. Stop by 1104 South Main or call 729-5156, American Family Insurance. Landry Golden, Gabriella Miller, and Sophie Peterson to take on Miss Elena Norris here in this, the 4th inning. 7-1 Mountain Grove. 3 runs in the first, 4 in the second. Salem got 1 run in the first, and that's where we stand right now. Don't forget tonight on KSMO Radio, Blues Hockey, they take on the Winnipeg Jets, Game 3 of that best-of-7 series. Jets lead at 2-0. Game will get underway at 8 o'clock with the pregame show, 8:30 game time from the Enterprise Center in St. Louis. Pitch to Golden, a little bit low outside, ball one. Norris, a left-handed freshman, gets back up on the rubber, looks in, and ready to bring it home. Does, and there's a strike. Good fastball. A little bit of rain in the area in a couple places, so if you are out and about, please drive careful if you get caught in a little shower. Pitch coming to Golden. There's another strike. 1 and 2, took them both. Golden has doubled. She has walked. She has scored twice in this game. And the next pitch comes home. Ooh, strike call. Delayed call by the umpire, but he finally did make it. And that is strikeout number 4. Make that strikeout number 5 for Norris. So let me retract what I did. That was Peyton O'Connor at the plate, as she was there when that girl was called off out at second base. So that was O'Connor, and there's a line drive down left field line. That's Golden, and that's a base hit. Getting it back in quickly is Pettigrew. So my error, and looked at my book, and I said, that isn't right. So that's right now. 2 hits now for Golden. So O'Connor down on strikes. Waiting right now, Gabriella Miller. Pitch comes home. That's a strike right there at the waistline. Miller has a base hit, also reached on an error. She has scored twice. Pitch comes home. Ground ball towards short. Gillum can't handle it. And that'll be an error. She was going the wrong way, and I don't know if she saw something different, but she took a step to her left and tried to come back to her right, and then the ball went off her glove. Still had time to get Miller, but just couldn't field it cleanly. Sylvie Peterson standing in. That is the 3rd Salem Tiger error in the game. Sylvie Peterson reached on a double and a flyout, or should have been a flyout, but a ball that was misplayed by Taylor Fulton and became a 3-run error in center field. 1 out, 1 strike on Peterson. Her double was a ringing one to left center field. First and second, 1 down. The pitch comes home. Line drive to right off the edge of the glove of Thomas. Purcell gets it, trying to get it back in, and a run does score on the base hit. And now the other runner trying to come in from third. Du Bois goes back, and then the ball thrown to Izzy Thomas, but she drops it. And that'll be an error. So the RBI single, Golden comes in to score by Peterson. Miller should have been out at third, but an E5 on the ball dropped by Izzy Thomas after Du Bois chased her back home. There's a high fly ball in a deep left field. Going back is Pettigrew, and she makes the catch. Runner tags, going to third base. Didn't even look, was Gillum, or nobody's talking out there. And she threw home when she had a play at third base. So the sacrifice fly is good. It's 9-1. An RBI for Lila Golden. And Aubrey Gerla will stand in. Well, Pettigrew got the ball back in. Gillum turned and went toward home plate, but they had the play at third base on the tag. Unfortunately, no communication. Little pop fly. Gillum there makes the catch, and that retires the side. 2 runs on 2 hits. There were 2 errors, and there was 1 girl left. We have played 3.5. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning with Mountain Grove up on top of Salem 9-1. We'll be back in a minute. It's Tiger Softball on KSMO Media.
The Bank of Salem was founded in 1883 on the principles of local ownership, a commitment to the people of our community, local decisions, and a conservative approach to banking. As one of the oldest locally owned banks in the Ozarks, we've had the privilege to serve generations of local families. We pride ourselves on dedication to our customers and the people of Dent County, and we take pride in being an important part of it for years to come. The Bank of Salem, member FDIC, equal housing lender. It's only because of our incredible sponsors that we're able to bring you Salem Tiger sports and community events. Some of these sponsors include Jet Tire and Auto, Salem's only licensed Lucas Oil Service Center. Drive in today at 800 South Park Avenue right here in Salem. Moe's Cleaning Service, LLC, the only cleaning service you'll ever need. Give them a call at 573-201-0430 and get Moe for your money.
Salem Lady Tigers will send up Milan Norris, Raven Gillum, and Izzy Thomas. Here in the 4th, they're down by 8. Want to thank Jet Tire and Auto for being a proud supporter of your Tigers. 800 South Park Avenue is where you'll find Jet Tire and Auto, where a great selection of tires awaits you, custom wheels, and off-road accessories. You can go on by and check it out for yourself at Jet Tire and Auto, 573-729-3650, or go online, jettiresandauto.com. Lena Norris doubled off the fence in right field her first time up. Leading off here against Hannah Dowden. First pitch comes in and a swing and a miss on a high fastball. Norris missed a homer by about 5 feet. Pitch comes home. That's low and outside. 9-1 Mountain Grove. 3 in the first, 4 in the second, 2 in the 4th. Down looks in the pitch. Swing and a miss. Took a little something off. They give Norris left center field. Player deep in right and center. The pitch comes home a little bit low and outside. 2-2. Left-handed batter. Waits versus Dowden. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Norris down on strikes. That is strikeout number 4 for Dowden. Raven Gillum will stand in. She popped out to the shortstop. Right-handed batter Gillum. Had the game-winning RBI Monday. Swings and foul tips that one. High off-speed pitch by Dowden. And Raven took a good whack at it. Suddenly has cooled down here at the ball yard. Pitch comes home. There's a grounder foul. Coach Woody failed to make the kick save. Speaking of kick saves, don't forget the Blues tonight versus Winnipeg. And hopefully Jordan Bennington has a few extra kick saves in his repertoire tonight. 8 o'clock pregame, 8:30 game time. Blues and Jets. The pitch, a little bit low. 1-2 to count. Gillum trying to get something started for the Lady Tigers, who trail it by 8. The pitch comes home. There's a pop-up, foul backing out of play. Wind blowing directly in from center field. It has picked up now and blowing at about 8 to 10 miles an hour. Down and ready. Gets the sign from her catcher, Gerla. And Hannah brings it. Grounder foul. Gillum pulled it down the third base line. Well, Chloe Slagle's getting to know that fence down that left field line real well. She's only playing like 6 feet off the line, maybe 10 feet off the line at most, for all the ground balls and foul balls that the Tigers have hit down that way, getting out in front. Pitch comes in, a swing and a miss. Down took a little something off, and Gillum got way out in front. And Izzy Thomas will stand in. She struck out her first time up. Right-handed batter. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. Nothing shaking right now with Lady Tigers, who trail it 9-1. Pitch, high pop-up. And back and over the press box, out of play. Wind blowing directly in, helped push that one right over top of us. Thomas, right-handed batter, waits. The pitch, swinging. She absolutely just cues it right to the first baseman, who picks it up and steps on the bag for the out. Down in order go the Salem Tigers. 1, 2, 3, and 6 in a row set down by Hannah Dowden of Mountain Grove. Nothing across. The Lady Tigers would go to the top of the 5th inning with Mountain Grove on top 9-1. Let's take a 1-minute break and come right back. It's Tiger softball on KSMO Media.
Save on everyday items with digital coupons at Town & Country Supermarkets. It's easy. Download the Town & Country Markets app and browse through a variety of digital coupons available. Then clip them to your account. You can also clip digital coupons online at tcmarkets.com. Shop in the store for your favorite items, then tell us your phone number at checkout, and the digital coupons will be deducted from your purchase automatically. Scan this QR code to learn more and start saving more today.
Duncan Family Chiropractic provides chiropractic care to everyone from newborn to elderly. Dr. Duncan treats wellness, sports injuries, chronic ear infections, pregnancy, and more. Ask Dr. Duncan about your full line of supplements, including Juice Plus and standard processed supplements, as well as pain relief, BioFreeze products.
To the 5th inning we go here at Salem City Park. Stan Stevens and the KSMO media crew bringing you Tiger softball today. We'll be at home on Monday with boys taking on Mountain Grove, and that'll be another key SCA game. Don't forget that game with Thayer that was postponed Monday will be made up May 1st at the Salem High School Baseball Field Complex. A ground ball to Thomas. Shaley throws out the leadoff girl, Marie Schober. 4-3 on that put out. Top of the order now for Mountain Grove. Stella Benson has been hit by a pitch. She's doubled and she's popped out. She's 1 for 2. Norris has walked 2. She's hit 2. And she has given up 8 hits. The pitch. Grounder foul towards Coach Woody. There's a kick save, deflecting it right to the coach of Mountain Grove. What teamwork that was. Incredible. You'd think they rehearsed that. One out, top of the 5th. 9-1 Mountain Grove, the pitch. Outside the low of the fastball. Elena with 5 strikeouts in the game. Panthers with a 9-1 lead. Pitch comes home. There's a foul off the fist, off to the right. 1-2, 1 down. We're in the 5th inning. Mountain Grove got 3 in the first. Salem got 1. Mountain Grove got 4 in the second, then 2 in the 4th. The Tigers have been shut down by the pitching of Hannah Dowden. She's given up only 3 hits in the game. Only 1 since the first inning. Pitch comes home, high and outside, just barely. Pretty good pitch, but just missed the edge. Good fastball. Looking into Du Bois. Norris brings in a smash foul down the third base line. Norris back into the circle. Back now on the mound. 1 down, 5th inning. The 2-2 pitch and a line drive right at Izzy Thomas. 2 down. And Chloe Slagle will stand in. Chloe playing left field today. Right-handed batter has lined out, singled, scored, and struck out. Pitch comes home. Line drive over the Tiger dugout and into the creek. Right through the pavilion over there here at the Salem City Park. Fortunate no one was sitting at the table that ball was hit at. 0-1 to count. Pitch comes home from Norris. Outside corner. Nice fastball. 0-2. Peyton O'Connor's on deck. Mountain Grove has pulled off a couple of 2-out rallies back in the 1st inning. He got all 3 runs after 2 were out. Pitch, high pop fly on the infield. Who wants it? Nobody gets it. It falls for a base hit. And nobody at second base. Throw down there and safe. So all the infielders converged behind the pitching mound, but nobody caught the ball. And then Slagle, seeing nobody at second base, decided, why not? Heads up thinking by Chloe Slagle. Now Peyton O'Connor's standing in. She has singled, popped out, and struck out. Pitch to O'Connor, comes home. That's a high fastball. O'Connor was at the plate back in the 3rd inning when Schober was called for leading off. Called out. Pitch, high fastball, 2-0. On deck is Landry Golden, who has 2 hits and a walk and has scored 3 times. Pitch comes home. Low, ball 3. O'Connor, right-handed batter, playing first base today for Mountain Grove. Norris looks in, the sign, the pitch, high fastball. That's another walk. The runner going to 3rd, and they've got her in a rundown, and they throw it back to 2nd, and she is tagged out. So Schlegel tagged out 2, 5, 4 on the putout. And that retires the side. O'Connor gets the walk, and she is stranded at first base. No runs, a hit, no errors, 1 left. We have now played 4.5. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning with Mountain Grove up 9-1. We're going to come back in a minute. It's Tiger Softball on KSMO Media.
If you have the audacity to believe a financial advisor should talk with you, not at you.
If you believe access to your financial advisor should be a right, not a privilege.
Join the nearly 7 million investors who think like you do. FaceTime and Think Time make a difference.
Join us.
Join us.
At Edward Jones, it's how we make sense of investing.
Call Joe Brand in Salem at 729-3831.
I am a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm here to talk about life, your dreams, your work, your family, and how you can protect it all with a company that will talk to you with the honesty of a farmer and take care of you with the integrity of a neighbor. I'll make sure no detail is left uncovered so your family can breathe easy. Because just like you, I chose to build a life in Missouri too. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm from Missouri for life.
As a little light rain begins to come down here, and a little bit more than a little light rain. Little light shower coming through. Trying to make sure we stay as dry as we can. Make sure the equipment. And now a little time called. Ball 1 to Shaylee Thomas. Bottom 3 in the order for the Salem Lady Tigers. Thomas, Radford, and Pettigrew. Hannah Dowden throws it in. A strike on the outside corner. 1-1 to count. We mentioned a little bit of shower activity in the area, and right now we're getting a little bit of that. Pitch comes in, a ball hit her. Hit her in the foot. So Thomas hit by a pitch. And Radford will stand in. Radford grounded out to second her first time. Leadoff hit by pitch. Her first of the game. And there, here's a little pop fly behind third and over to make the catch. Nice play by the shortstop, and that is Benson. Benson ranged right behind the third baseman, Golden, to make that catch. And Olivia Pettigrew will stand in. Pettigrew grounds one towards second. They might turn two. No, the boot. And no play. The error made by Miller. They might have had a chance to turn two, but the error on the second baseman may open up a door as Thomas gets to second base. It's first and second. At top of the order, Taylor Fulton stands in for the Salem Tigers. Down by 8. They need a big rally here in the bottom of the 5th inning. The pitch comes in, a foul off her foot. So a nice, light, steady little shower right now here in Salem. Kind of saw this coming. Gray skies overhead. Fulton has popped out, reached on a fielder's choice. Singles in the left center. That ball's going to go to the fence on the wet grass, and 2 runs are probably going to score. Here comes Pettigrew. The throw comes home. It's high, and she will score. And Fulton will end up at third base. It'll be a double for Fulton. 2 RBIs to make it a 9-3 game. As there could have been a play at the plate on Pettigrew, but the throw was high and it went back to the screen. But Fulton made the turn and she was going to third base. And Alexis White will stand in. Nobody out. I'm sorry, 1 out on the pop-up. And the pitch comes in a little bit low. One and 0 to count. 1 down. 9-3 our score. Pitch high and away. As the rain continues to come down at a steady pace here at Salem City Park. Down, looks in. Runner at third, 1 out. That pitch low, gets away, and Fulton's going to score on a wild pitch. And it's 9-4. Ball getting a little slippery out there, and she asked the umpire for a different softball. Rain coming down at a steady clip. White at the plate, 3-0 to count. Reagan DuBois on deck. Pitch comes home, that's ball 4. It all started with a hit batsman. A pop out, an error, a double. 3 runs in here in this top or bottom of the 5th inning. And DuBois is at the plate. Pitch comes home. Line drive foul off to the creek. It might even have gone over the creek. That ball was tagged. Pitch was up and in, and Reagan turned on it. Our bottom of the inning brought to you by your friends at Farm Bureau Insurance. Don't forget Willie Strader and his gang there. That pitch is scooped up nicely by Gerla, keeping White at first base. That ball was behind Reagan DuBois. Don't forget your friends at Farm Bureau Insurance. Remind you to make sure that you've got all the coverage you need for those life little happenings. Farm Bureau Insurance in Salem, 1414 West Santa Cruz Boulevard. I'd like to thank our great sponsors like Technology Junkyard for bringing you Tiger Softball. Time at 37,228, Highway 72. Open Monday through Friday from 10 until 6. Call Chris 573-453-0418. Remember, he's got refurbished monitors and some incredibly low prices, as well as some refurbished computers, CPUs, even some laptops. Get on by Technology Junkyard. There's a high fly ball in the deep left field. That ball is going to take a one-hopper to the fence. White will pull up at third base as Du Bois goes to second with a double. And since the rain started, the Tigers have been hitting the ball. Du Bois roped that one over the head of Schlegel. And now the balls are getting consistently damp. And now the umpires are going to take the players off the field due to the rain. Well, we've got into the fifth inning. It is a complete game for high school. You only have to go 4 innings. And so right now with a 9-4 Mountain Grove lead, it would revert back if this game were to be called to the 4th inning. But right now we are here and the players have left the field to go to the safety of the dugout and get away from the rain. And hopefully this will be a very short little duration of rain. And they might continue the game. I'm not sure what they're going to do at this stage. But we'll go ahead and kind of summarize things for you. Mountain Grove got out to a 3-1 lead, a leadoff double by Stella Benson. She stole third, was there with 2 outs when Landry Golden doubled into right center off the fence, and that drove her in to make it 1-0. Gabriella Miller then singled home Golden to make it 2-0, and then Sophie Peterson doubled left center to make it 3-0, all in that first inning. Tigers got a run back, a 2-out single by Du Bois, and then a double by Elena Norris off the fence in right field, made it 3-1. But Mountain Grove came back with 2 outs. They got a soft single to left by Chloe Schlegel, and then Peyton O'Connor hit a single to left to make it 2 on, nobody out. Golden walked, and then a fly ball in the right center field was dropped by Peyton Fulton, or Taylor Fulton, and allowed 3 runs to score. And then on another error, sorry about that, on a ground ball to third, a run scored on the error there by Izzy Thomas. Then Sophie Peterson that fall to center field that Fulton could not come up with cleanly. The ball fell to the ground. 3 runs scored, and that made it a 7-1 game. Stayed that way till the 4th inning with 1 out, a base hit by Golden, and then Gabriella Miller hit a ground ball towards short. Raven Gillum had that ball go off her glove for an error, and then a base hit by Peterson. Then on the rundown, Miller should have been tagged out, but the throw to Thomas was dropped. 2 errors in that inning, and a sacrifice fly by Lila Golden brought in the 9th run. Here in the 5th inning for Salem, Thomas was hit by a pitch. Kenzie Radford popped out. An error on the second baseman, Miller, on what looked like could have been a double play grounder hit by Olivia Bettigrew. And then Taylor Fulton doubled in 2 runs before Alexis White walked, and then Reagan Du Bois doubled in. Fulton also scored, though, on a wild pitch here in the 5th inning to make it 9-4, and then the rains have come and dampened the field up a bit, and still waiting on further word from our umpires on the status of this one. So that's where we stand right now, 9-4 again. This would be an official game if it were to be called at this point. We got through 4 innings, and it would revert back to that score of 7, or go back to 9-1 would be the score if that were to happen. So we'll keep that in mind as the rains have lightened up a bit already. We'll just see how the conditions are when the umpires come back on the field. Field seems to have absorbed that little shower so far pretty well, but that doesn't mean anything once you get back out there. And we know the outfield has been still a little soggy from the weekend rains. There are some low spots in the outfield, especially out along the fence, that do hold water pretty well. And so those areas are still a little bit damp out that way. But nonetheless, any any saturation at this point, any water that comes in, the saturation point is already topped. So it's just going to lay on top, and it's not going to make it any easier to play. Our boys are up playing Mountain View at this moment, and that game, we are unaware of the condition of that one. Do want to tell you that tomorrow the boys are scheduled to be in Plato, and that game will be at 4:30 at Plato. We do not have intentions on airing that game, as we had already made prior commitments on that Friday. Therefore, that game will not be aired on KSMO Radio or KSMO Media, either one. So that game at Plato, if played tomorrow, will not be broadcast. Our Lady Tigers Salem Softball Classic is scheduled to begin at 3:15 tomorrow afternoon. And we also do not carry tournaments, so that game will start at 3:15. Let me give you the breakdown on that while we have a few minutes to spare. Salem will play Plato at 3:15 tomorrow afternoon, and that will be on the blue field, which we are on right now. Also on the red field, and tomorrow afternoon, Ava will face Bourbon, and then that game will be followed up by Mountain Grove and Potosi. The game here on the blue field will have Licking taking on Steelville at 5 o'clock. Then on Saturday morning, Licking will take on Salem at 9 a.m. Steelville will take on Plato at 10:45. Plato will face Licking at 12:30. And then Steelville will take on Salem at 2 o'clock. That's all on the blue field. On the red field, it'll be Bourbon and Mountain Grove at 9. It'll be Ava versus Potosi at 10:45. Mountain Grove and Ava will battle at 12:30. And then Potosi will take on Bourbon at 2 o'clock. At 3:45, Then the third and the third place games and the championship games will then be played. So you'll have your third place, fourth place, championship game, and all those other games will then follow with the championship game on the blue field at 5:30, and that will be again tomorrow, starting tomorrow at the Salem Softball Classic. So we hope if you get an opportunity, if the weather allows, to come on out and enjoy some Lady Tiger softball, and that will be at the Salem City Park. Rains have pretty well died down. There's still a few drops coming down, very small, but not the consistent rain that we just had moments ago. Glad that you're still with us here on KSMO. We do have Blues hockey tonight. 8 o'clock pregame show, 8:30. Game 3 of the best-of-7 series. It's Winnipeg and the Blues. Winnipeg has a 2-0 lead, and there's been some wild games in the playoffs this year. And right now, Minnesota with a 2-1. Dallas with a 2-1 lead over Colorado. That's a series that a lot of people have been keeping their eye on, and both Dallas wins in overtime. And of course, too, then you're starting to think about what's going to happen next. The Golden Knights taking on Minnesota, and Minnesota came up with a big win last night. So that series even at 1 each. So going to be some interesting playoff games still coming up if you're into the NHL. There's a lot of good hockey to be played, and it won't get over until June 8th or 10th. So you got a lot of time to watch a lot of hockey still on the way. The Blues tonight on the radio side, and that will be at 8 o'clock pregame show, 8:30 game time from the Enterprise Center. And I say 8:30 game time, that will possibly be delayed due to a prior game. And that's how they play it. They do this all to TV. So if that first game is going late for regulation, they'll push the Blues game back to about 8:45 to get started. And yeah, if you're there at the Enterprise Center for the game tonight, you may not get back to Salem until about 2 a.m. by the time that game ends. Done that, been there, know what that's all about. Anyway, still got light little sprinkles coming down here, just a few drops. We have a delay in this game. It started here in the 5th inning after the double by Reagan Du Bois. That double brought rain. Wow, can't believe it. But anyway, 3 runs scored here in the 5th inning for the Salem Lady Tigers. And as they try and come back after falling behind 9-1 to Mountain Grove. And here we are, just waiting for the umpires to come back out and determine if we're going to play some more softball here today. Well, I do appreciate you being with us here on KSMO Media. Don't forget the Cardinals are off today. They don't have no game tonight. They'll be at home to take on Milwaukee starting tomorrow night. I believe that's going to be a 6:20 pregame show tomorrow and 7:15 game time. Does that sound right? Okay. Ben says absolutely. With not a lot of confidence. But I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Former baseball coach Don Smith is out to talk to Coach Woody about the field conditions right now. Coach Smith now works with the city on doing the field maintenance here, and he got the field ready for the game today. Getting a little bit slick out around the pitching mound. They may bring out some diamond turf if they have it. Speaking right now with the umpires, rain has all but stopped. There's just, again, a few drops coming down still. But they are talking to the coach. Don Smith is an excellent groundskeeper and really knows his stuff when it comes to fields. Has for quite some time. Field had dried out well after the weekend rains. When we got that game in Monday, yeah, it was a little sloppy in the outfield, but the infield was in very good shape. And it was playable for the game Monday, which kind of surprised me. The boys' game with Thayer had to be postponed because the outfield was holding too much water. That was really not the case here at Salem City Park. So, again, a good job done to get that game in, and it was made the field playable. And right now, it's just up to the coaches whether they want to continue, and the umpires, by the way, whether they want to continue if it's safe enough. As I mentioned, Don Smith here don't know if they have diamond dry here at the Salem City Park. Do we do underneath? Okay, so I've been assured that there is diamond dry here, and they may be looking at doing that. Because right now, I guess the most interesting place to be would either be the batter's boxes where there is indentations or the pitching mound where the pitchers land. And that is probably the most interesting of it all. A little bit of sunshine making its way out. I say very little, but there is a little. You can see the shadow coming off of the poles. And the dugout. And one of the Salem Lady Tigers has exclaimed she has seen the sun. I thought she was going to break out and here comes the sun, but she did not. And nonetheless, again, they're still conversing out here as we kind of fill some time here. So don't forget, we have Salem Tiger baseball next week. On Monday, we'll be at home to take on the Mountain Grove Panthers, and that game will be right here on KSMO Media, AM 1340, FM 95.7, and video streamed on KSMORadio.com, KSMO Stream Facebook, and KSMO YouTube. So, Tigers still working on that SCA conference opportunity for a title run. They won it last year. They'd like to try and get back-to-back SCAs, but they're going to have to get a big win. That loss at Willow Springs really hurt them last week, losing that game 5-4. And now they're going to have to win out in the SCA, beating Thayer, who at the moment, I don't know where they stand as of right now, but at the time Monday, Thayer was 3-0, Salem was 3-1. So they're continuing to look at the skies, trying to figure it out. Good luck in Missouri figuring out the skies. But we knew there'd be some intermittent scattered light showers. That was pretty well known going into the game, if whether it hit here at the park or not. That's the only issue. We do know that we're going to play. So we're going to end the game. They have decided not to go on further. So it's 7. So the final score is going to be 9-1. It will revert back to a 4-inning game. So Mountain Grove wins it 9-1. Those at-bats for the Salem Lady Tigers in the 5th inning do not count. Mountain Grove did not score in the 5th inning, so nothing there. But those stats also for them would not count, as we did not finish this 5th inning. Therefore, it reverts back to the last full inning, which was the 4th inning, and it is a complete game. So Mountain Grove wins it 9-1. Salem falls to 9-8 on the year. Mountain Grove improves their record, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, If I can find the right sheet, they'll be 7-5 and 3-3 in the SCA. So Coach Don Smith will come out here and do some raking, but the game is over for today as the Mountain Grove Panthers defeat the Salem Tigers in 4 innings, 9-1. Well, we're going to take a 3-minute break and come back, wrap it up. It's Tiger Softball on KSMO Media.
Hi, I'm Susie Cahill, Director of Healthy Dent County Fitness Center. Are you looking for a place to begin your journey to better health? Come inside. Never in my life have I been in another atmosphere where everyone was so friendly and eager to help others. It's not just the staff, it's the members. They are so passionate about what they do and so excited to help you. If you're ready to begin your journey to better health, come by and see us.
Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center in Salem is here for all of your veterinary needs. From your house cat to a herd of cattle, Dr. Cunningham and her expert staff are here to help. Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center is committed to providing your animals with the highest level of care and support. Schedule an appointment today for checkups, boarding, surgery, supplies, or even 24/7 emergency services for established clients. Stop by or call in today and get the veterinary care that your pets deserve.
Progressive Ozark Bank is proud to announce a better way to manage your debit card fraud alerts. Instead of a phone call, customers will receive a message on their text-enabled numbers if there is a concern on a debit card transaction. It's fast and easy. Want to find out how you can get fraud text alerts on your phone? Drop by or call Progressive Ozark Bank for more information. Progressive Ozark Bank, FDIC insured, where people matter.
Every project is different, which is why Salem Truss uses modern engineering software to design, then construct quality trusses for your home, barn, or business. The size of the job doesn't matter, but the quality of the work does, which is why Salem Truss will deliver their trusses anywhere. Proud to support the Salem community, they're open Monday through Thursday from 7:30 to 4:30 and Friday from 7:30 until 11. For more information, call Salem Truss at 729-9276.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN bridge program, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student.
Southtown Furniture. Southtown, where the bargains are. We've got everything from furniture to appliances. Quality floor covering. We won't be undersold, you'll see. To you, that is our guarantee. Southtown Furniture, where the bargains are.
Welcome back, Salem City Park, as Salem Tigers will win it. And we had anticipated they'd go back to the last full inning, and they went ahead and the umpires approved the game ending as a 9-4 game, which would prohibit the other teams from having to go back into their score pads and changing anything. So some of the stats you may see on the board there may not be totally accurate now, as the hit by pitch and walk would have been increased a couple, so there have been a couple different changes. But anyway, Mountain Grove got 3 in the first, 4 in the second, 2 in the fourth. Salem Tigers got 1 in the first, and they got 3 here in the fifth, but the game was called due to rain in the fifth inning. Final score 9-4. We're going to call it 5 innings, even though it was not 5 full innings. Tigers had only 1 out in that fifth inning when they called the game 9-4. Anyway, as far as outstanding efforts tonight, Landry Golden had 2 hits, a single and a double, walk, scored 3 times, drove in a run. Gabriella Miller was on base 3 times, twice in an error in a single. She 1 for 3. She had an RBI. Sophie Peterson, 2 for 3 with a single and a double, and she also reached on an error by the center fielder, Taylor Fulton. Sacrifice fly by Lila Golden brought in a run. That was all back in the first inning. I'm sorry, that was in the fourth inning, the sacrifice fly. Otherwise, we kind of had a couple messes out there. A lot of errors in this game, a lot of unearned runs. For Norris, we're going to go 5 innings because that's what she did end up pitching. And she gave up a total of 7 hits, 9 runs, of which only 7 were earned. Only 3 were earned. Walks, there were 3 walks in the game, and a total of 5 strikeouts, 5 strikeouts for Norris. For Dowden, she pitched very well, 4 1/3 innings, and she did give up, now that I'm adding these other totals, she gave up 5 hits, did give up a total of 4 runs. Of that 4, 1 was earned. I'll make that 2 were earned. And as far as walks were concerned, 1 walk in the game, 3 strikeouts. I'll make that 5 strikeouts for Dowden. So Dowden, the winner, 4 1/3, 5 hits, 4 runs, 2 of them earned, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. Norris, 5 innings, 7 hits, 9 runs, 3 earned, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts, and 2 hit batsmen. And that's the way this one ends up. Salem drops to 9-8 on the year. They will be taking on tomorrow afternoon Plato at 3:15 in the Salem Softball Classic. That gets underway at 3:15 on this field, the blue field, the normal softball field. And tomorrow the red field will be hosted by a different pool. So Pool A will play on the blue field. Pool B will play on the red field. That's right behind the blue field, right near the concession stand. And it'll be a long day of softball. Tomorrow it gets underway at 3:15, but Saturday it all starts at 9 o'clock in the morning with Licking taking on Salem, and that's all right here at the Salem City Park and at the blue field. We will not be here to cover any of those games. We do appreciate all those who do follow the Lady Tigers and supporting them in their quest on Saturday. In the meantime, we hope you enjoyed the contest. It was a tough one for the Lady Tigers as they fall to 9-8, losing it to Mount Grove by a final score of 9-4. For Ben doing the video side, for Sally back at the station, my name is Stan Stevens. Thanks for sitting through the rain with us as the Tigers lose it. And they'll be back in action in the Salem Baseball Classic come tomorrow afternoon, 3:15, right here at the Blue Field. Have yourselves a great evening. Don't forget Blues hockey tonight at 8 o'clock pregame show, 8:30 game time on KSMO. We hope you have a fantastic rest of the evening, and good evening from the Salem City Park.
Thank you for watching this broadcast of Salem Lady Tiger Sports. This broadcast was brought to you by Town and Country Insurance, Tax Masters, Southwest Baptist University, Terrell Complete Auto Care, Edward Jones, Duncan Family Chiropractic, State Farm Insurance, Salem Trust Manufacturing, Progressive Ozark Bank, Stephen Patterson, Attorney at Law, Riverways Federal Credit Union, K&H Auto Supply, Farm Bureau Insurance, Country Mart, Bank of Salem, Napa Mooney, Auto Supply, Your World Today, Town Screen, New Life Auto, Salem License Bureau, Legends Automotive, Healthy Dent County Prevention Coalition, On the Spot Auto Glass, Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center, Jet Tire and Auto, The Technology Junkyard, American Family Insurance, United Country Real Estate, Southtown Furniture, Healthy Dent County, Ozark Overhead Door, Hubs Tire Center, Looking Glass Salon, Flying W Boutique, and Discount Bins. Thanks to those fine sponsors, we're able to bring you Salem Tiger Sports and community events right here on KSMO Media.